What's up, everybody? This is me, Dude 95, and this is gonna be my official first video on YouTube. Me talking about the Nintendo Switch 2. I know I just quoted Sex Drive, but that's besides the point. And I watched James Rolfe. The reason I'm doing this video as my first video is because I got inspired. The idea, talking about it, I got inspired by James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd. His video when he talked about Ghostbusters 2016 and why he's refused to see that movie. So I figured it'd be a good idea, especially since the Nintendo Switch 2 came out this year, like literally in June, to get my thoughts about it. Because his video was Ghostbusters 2016, no review, I refuse. I'm gonna kind of take that, and I'm inspired by the idea, and I'm calling this video Nintendo Switch 2 and why I won't be buying it. And with this video, I'm gonna try to be as fair as possible, as possibly can, but there's a lot of shit I gotta talk about this Switch 2, because trust me, there's more negatives than positives. So okay, first, to start off, I'm gonna basically give my history of Nintendo, because I love Nintendo. Growing up, my family, my sister and I and my dad, we had a NES and a Super Nintendo, and we had other consoles too, like Atari, PlayStation, of course, PlayStation 2, Xbox, all that. And yeah, I remember Super Nintendo playing, what was it? Primal Rage with my sister and my dad growing up against each other. That was fun. And I remember playing Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt on the original NES and everything. And just all those games in general. Like even the shitty ones, like I ended up playing a while later, like Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, all the LGN movie license shit. So yeah, that's my history growing up a little. And I never owned or played the Nintendo 64, but I have games on it on my Xbox, like GoldenEye on my Xbox One. GoldenEye, that game's amazing, as amazing as people say it is. And GoldenEye's one of my favorite Bond movies. So let's see. I'm just going by my notes too, because I'm new to this. Yeah, I remember playing the Wii at school, because I think some of our teachers brought it a couple of days. Like, I think we played Wii Sports, and that was it. That's all the experience I have with a Wii. I mean, it was fun, but I don't have that much experience playing it. The Wii U I never bought, because I heard it was garbage. It was just a tech demo console, so I was like, fuck that. I rather own an Xbox 360 and a PS3. I was mostly playing 360 at the time, but that's not to get off topic. And I bought the Switch a couple years ago, and I love that thing. It's the light version I own of the Switch, but I still think it's a great console, and the reason I bought it, the Switch Lite instead of the original Switch, was because one is cheaper, is only like $200. And plus with handheld consoles, I prefer playing on handheld instead of, I'm not really big into connecting it to my TV and playing on there. If I want to play a handheld console, I'm going to play a handheld, you know what I mean? That's just, I'm old fashioned that way. I was born in the 90s, but still, I grew up with a lot of those consoles. So that's probably why I'm kind of old fashioned. Okay. Yeah, and the Switch, sorry. Yeah, I own a lot of the games on it, but I still need to play a lot. But so far I've been playing Super Mario Bros. Wonder and Animal Crossing New Horizons, and those games are incredible. So yeah, I love the first Switch game, this first Switch console. It's incredible. I'm trying to think. I'd put up there if you were Game Boy Advance and Game Boy as my favorite handheld consoles, Nintendo-wise. Okay, so to get to the Switch 2, or the Switch 2, Alright, I'm gonna go with some good points. This is the only good points I have. It's literally one thing. Like Mario Kart and Donkey Kong Bonanza, they both look like great games. So eventually I may change my mind and buy a Switch 2, but I have a lot of issues with it that prevent me from wanting to buy the fucking thing. But I'll admit, the games do look good. However, that being said, here I go to the bad points. The fact that Mario Kart World is $80 on its own is bullshit. Like, that is so stupid. Like, I'm sorry, a video game shouldn't cost that fucking much. Yeah, I know in the 90s they cost a lot, but come on. With inflation nowadays, like, come on with that shit. Sorry, I'm cussing, I'm just ranting a little. And yeah, that's my first main point issue, is why are the games so freaking much? It's bad enough Xbox and PS5 games are now $70. We're doing this crap. I even said to friends and family, if one game alone starts costing $100, I'm done. I'm not buying any new games. I'm not doing it. And here's my second point why I think it's bullshit and why I'm pissed off at Nintendo right now. Yeah, Nintendo, ever since the Switch 2 came out and before, are basically saying, you don't own the games or the console. You have to sign an agreement, like, about the console saying you won't mod it or anything. And if you go against their rules, they'll break your console, so it'll stop working. So they're pretty much fuck you over $500. Which, yeah, way to go, Nintendo. I don't know why you guys are acting like this. Yeah, it's like, at Nintendo, they're not the Nintendo I grew up with, like, loving and being a fan of. Like, they become so anti-consumer at this point. Like, all they want you to do is buy their console, buy their games, kiss their ass, and shut up. Just be a mindless zombie to them. That way they can make more money off you. And I'm not saying anybody who likes the Switch 2 console and games like that. I know, everybody has a right to their opinion. Like, and I respect your opinion. But they pretty much want you to do that. And of course, Nintendo fanboys are going to sit there and defend them, because they defend everything Nintendo does. Yeah, like, if you mod any games, they'll break your console, so it will no longer work. And that's going to screw over modders. Because here's the thing, I used to not like modders. Like, I used to get mad at them when I was a teenager and when I played multiplayer, but I was a little shit kid back then. So nowadays I appreciate modders, because modders, they like mod. Yeah, they mod, but half the time they make great games or good games even better when they mod. Heck, they even help patch games that are in bad conditions, like Fallout 76. I think they helped patch and stuff. And like, yeah, it's gonna screw over so many people who make a living modding as modders. Is Nintendo, are they Nazis at this point? Like, are they like, is like the CEO of Nintendo like Hitler now? Like, oh, you can't mod our games or our console, and you don't actually own our shit, so fuck you. That's pretty much what they're saying.